Hello everyone. Young Brook here again. So I am jumping here to share with you. I do live stream on both Facebook page and Facebook group. So sometimes I just look here and look there. Just ignore that for me, okay? But what I want to share that I have a lot of hairstylists ask me that how they can charge higher price or they can attract the high paying client. So I'm going to share with you that the strategy actually I did for myself but also for my student, that how to get paid over $1,000 for one client. So what actually the strategy to get pay for over $1,000 for one client. So here's what I share, because I have been doing hair. I do hair like everyone, like normal everyone, like for many years. But getting to the point that when I actually have kids, and I ask myself the question that I remember I work 5 days a week, sometimes it's 6 days a week, and I work for 3 different hair salons, and it was burned out and tired, and I have no time with my kid, and I got really stressed out. And I say to myself, what actually I should do to make kind of like earn a little bit more money but have more time with my kid. So I asked that question, and then actually I found that the way that I need to do to make that happen. So here's the strategy that how I get paid over $1,000 for one client, how I can get that. So here's the step I do. So number one thing that I need to have the skill that to solve the problem for client, the skill, the high paying skill, which is like what I do, that the balayage dark go to blonde in one visit. And I do color correction in just one section in one visit, not like 2, 3, 4, 5 section. Because the way for me to doing that, I need to think that I save time and save money for my client. Because most of the time in the past, I actually do for my client, and I ask them just come back like 3, 4, 5 times. And sadly that when they do for 3 times already, then they feel that their hair is never get the color they want, and that it make them 2 things. They will give up. They don't want to go for the 5th appointment. And another thing that some people, they just feel the hair it get dry, and they just put box dye on their hair. So that's why I think that how can I solve this problem for my client? How can I give the client that the hair that it light, it the color, it nice, their dream color, but in one section. So that's what I actually learn, improve, take course, learn, and also do test a lot of things and make a lot of mistake and did a lot of things wrong. But finally, I found a way to do that, which means do balayage dark go to blonde in one section or color correction in one section. So that's what I did that. So I got that. So I got paid at $145 per hour. So that's what I say. So the strategy in here, that number one, if you want to get higher pay for each client, like you can work like 1 or 2 clients, you can make like over $1,000. You don't need to work like 4, 5, 6 clients. And for me, that I found that when I looking for 4, 5, 6 clients, it's harder than looking for one client. So that's what I think that is so important for me, that important for me that to find that strategy. So that's what I share with you. That is, if you really want to have work-life balance, you want to have more time with your kids, you want to have that, just the quality time with your client, just do one or do this service. Like I say, balayage dark or to blonde in one section, or color correction in one section. Or if you are the person that don't like creative, you don't like, or you think that you are don't have the skill to do creative or thing like that, keratin straight is the best as well, because keratin straight, what I do for my client, I found a method that to give the client that lasts for 6 months, 3 to 6 months, that save them a lot of time, not need to blow dry or straight or anything. If someone they have frizzy hair, dry damaged hair, and they have to spend time to blow dry or styling their hair every morning. So I think, okay, how can I help those people? So I find the method that to do give them the hair that lasts for 3 to 6 months, keratin straight, and I do that very completely straight. It doesn't matter how frizzy you are, your hair it look like, how tight curl is that. I can do that straight and last for 3 to 6 months, and that help the client that feel good and save them a lot of time. And with that said, when they save a lot of time for them, which means they're happy to pay the price to save their time and also make them feel confident. Can you imagine some people, they have very dry, very damaged hair and hair is frizzy. They don't have time to styling their hair. What will happen when they wake up? The energy is down, the feeling lose confidence, and what they will do, either if they have time, they will style. If they don't have time, they put their hair back and try to put in the bun or try to hide in it as some way. And with that say, my clients come and share with me, it make them feel not good and not confident and does not look professional. And I feel that, I hear that, and I just feel, I say, okay, I hear and I feel, I say, okay, how can I help them? Which means I found that the way that to do keratin straight that lasts for 6 months, 3 to 6 months. So that's why I suggest with all of you, if you actually want to have the high income, have more time for kids and family, get your skill like keratin straight. If you don't like creative, very easy to do. Very simple and easy to do. Even you never do keratin before, you still can do that. Very simple with my method I share with you. It's very simple. Number 2, if you want to do with the color correction or balayage color correction in one section, it's possible. It's possible. If you put time on it, you learn in it, and I think that if I have a chance to share with you the way I doing it to help you to know exactly what the formula to do, you know exactly the timeline, how long you need to leave on, or some color correction that some dark, some brassy, brown, and some yellow the end. What peroxide you put in, what the bleach, how much you put it in, and what peroxide at the end brownie look, and at the end, how do you avoid that it no damage client hair. So if I have a chance, I will share with you that, and I guarantee with you, you can do it. I have the student that actually she not good with hair. She never do hair with bleach before. But I teach her the way, and I tell her to follow the strategy, take time and doing it. Right now, she is working at home, from home, and each client pay her $500 to $700 for each client, because the client that really need that skill, need to solve the problem. So she can do that, so you can do as well. So that's what I say, that if you want to get a truck, high paying client, and whoever happy to pay for you, that $145 per hour, roughly 5 to 7 to 8 hours for each client. So if I do 6 hours, it would be $870. If I do 7 hours, it's $1,015, something like that. So I did that last time for my client. And last 2 weeks, I did one for one client that she had box dye. She had box dye, and her hair, she did like blue-black box dye. Very hard to get out the dark, but actually she tried to remove the color at home by herself. But I took over when she come and sit down on the chair, and I share with you. I asked her what she want, her treatment, and I asked her, and she tell with me how she felt, and end up I actually did that the color correction for her for, I think it's 7 hours, go to dark, go to blonde in one section. But also because she loves long hair, so I put hair extension on for her. So whole service with that, $2,215. So here's what I share with you. For me, that this is the skill actually you spend time to learn on it, and you actually help clients to do that when they have their dream hair as quick as possible, that they happy to pay you, and they never say are too expensive. Trust me on it. Right, so that's what I share with you. If you really want to attract high-paying client, or book high-paying client and work less and make more and get like just one client, so you can make your target. All right, that is number one. I say the strategy for you to get pay over $1,000. Number one skill that number one thing that the skill that you need to have the skill, the technique to be able to solve problem for client. That's number one. But also when you actually got that skill, when you actually have that skill, you of course you will have the confidence. And I could say to you that with confidence, it's just everything. The confidence you got, when you talk with the client say, okay, I want to do that. You know what to say. You know how to do it. You talk with the conversation with confidently. And that is make client pay you. When they are sit on the chair, you haven't do their hair yet, but because you tell them, here's your hair like this, I am going to do like this, and I'm not going to do this because blah, blah, blah. I do this because your hair goes, you want that, and I want your hair to last longer in the long term. That's why I do this option for you. You're confident to say that. And I tell you, if you have that confidence, because you got the skill, and you got the skill already, with that mean you will really confident to say, to talk, what to say, how to say, and that it make your client just believe and trust on you. That how I do, and my client, after I make the consultation with them, they feel that they trust on me because the way I'm saying it, step by step, break it down for them, and very confident, that make them say, yep, whatever you would say, I will pay for it. So that's what I say. Number one, the skill plus confidence. Okay, that's number one thing you need to have to get to get high pay. All right, number two, the strategy in here, when you actually want to get high paying, you want to get the high paying client into your chair, you do need to know, how can I put this, psychology or how to say personality, or the way they want to buy, they want to book, which what I mean in here, with the pupil, they pay high price. They want you to serve them in the way with truly care and love. With that mean, you do one-on-one with your client. Not try to book too many clients in the same time. Most of the time, hairstylists do this day, it do 2 clients in the same time, and do rush in this client and rush in another client. And that's what I mean is not, when you do rush, client can feel in it. When the client feel in it, they will not happy to pay. If you say, okay, this is hair it 140 or 200, whatever, they feel it is not worth their money. So that's why I think that the strategy for you to serve with the high paying client is do one-on-one and talk deep in the consultation and listen to them. Listen to them to hear that what actually their pain point is, what actually they're struggling, and what actually they are feeling. They need to solve the problem now. You do need to take time, listen to them, and do it one-on-one. Okay, not do one time with like rushing and chasing this client, do that client. The client can feel that. Hello, Jarvis. How are you? I think you are on on holiday, right? I think you are on holiday in England or somewhere, I say. Nice to see you. Yeah, so with that say, when you actually do one-on-one, the client feel it that actually you truly care and listen to them, and when they feel you care and listen to them, they really happy to pay whatever you asking for. That's what I feel for my client as well. So that's why I say to all of you that if you really want to get the high-paying client into the door, do a little bit, change a little bit different. Before, you might do two clients in one time, but now you do a little bit different. Do one client at the time, and then make a long conversation and listen to them, and to hear that their struggle, their pain point, listen to them deeply, and then take time to do and not do in the rush. So that's why I think that the second strategy I share with you when you actually work with the high ticket client is care and love. Listen to them, care about them, no rush, no chasing, no do like in the quick way. So that is, they will not happy if you do quick and just high price. They feel it, all right? So that's the second thing. Hang on, I forget let you know that I have the 4-day challenge coming up, and I want you to take this opportunity I share with you. Join the 4-day challenge. 4-day challenge in I put the link that somewhere in here, and join 4-day challenge so you can learn more deep. I will share deep that what you need to do to improve and working on your business. I have 4 days. Day one, I would share with you what actually you need to do to get the high team, like the talent team, the team that bring money into your salon. I will share with you who should you hire, how to hire it, what to talk, how to talk to them to get the right team member in your salon. That's number one. Day one I share. Day two that I will share that content, what actually content you post that convert, make the client that, okay, say, okay, I read it and I feel resonate with me. I love what this lady say and I want to book with her. How do you create the content to make them make the client that want to work with you? So I will share with you that the day 2 and day 3 that so many I can't remember all of that. The consultation, what actually you say and how to say that to make the client that feel that you are actually the person that truly care with them, which is I just shared before. How do they feel you actually care them? So what should you say and how to say with that? This is day 3. Day 4, I think, actually, what actually the skill you need and how to get that, how do you do with that skill very quickly so you can get paid quickly. So I will share with you in 4 days. So I just the link somewhere. If not, check in my bio and join that. It will be start on 24th of July this month in another maybe 2 weeks or something like that. So join and learn. And I really want to, I truly care about you all. I truly love because I was struggling. For many years, and I feel that my kids' dad crying because they want to have me to have time with them, but I did not have time for it, and they hate school. They does not want to go to school, and that make me to take the action and learn more deep and get the skill I have that today. So I could love to share with you all. All right, so click to the link somewhere in below or in my bio to join the 4-day challenge for that. Now, lastly, I want to share with you that I did share with you that the number one you need when you actually want to book with high ticket client. So number one, you need that the high paying skill, which is the skill you solve the problem. But when you got that skill, you're truly confident that is make the client pay for you. And number 2, that you do one-on-one with the client. No, not do 2 to 3 clients in the same time and do it in a rush. Do one-on-one and do deep with the consultation, listen to them to see what they say, what they struggle, and how they feel with that. And number 3, the lastly that I could say to you, that use the quality products, the products to you to give the client the best result. It is so important. The hair we do with balayage, right? The balayage, I knew that in the past when I did the balayage color bleach client hair, after I bleach the client hair, it's fine. But when the client go home after maybe 1-2 weeks, a month later, the hair is get really dry. And that after that, I found the way that how to get what kind of bleach or what kind of products that to give the hair that it would be last longer, and the color it not turn brassy, and it keep the color it beautiful and fresh for client. So you do need to find out what actually the products that give that last long result, but also the products that after service you do need to suggest client that what kind of products for them to maintain their hair in the long term, right? Because you all know that when we actually hello, thank you for joining me. You know that actually we are hairdresser, we give the client the hair, it look amazing. But if they don't know how to maintain it, and they don't know what product to use or how to use that, after a few weeks the hair it look, oh my god, it will be dry, it will be brassy, it will be does not look good. With that say, our service, when we actually give the best result, it would be does not last long, which means they would not happy with that. So that's why 2 things in here, that we choose the good products to you in the salon, but also we have to recommend client the good products for them to take home and they using it. So a little tip in here that if you actually recommend client with the products, you do need to go through with a couple of things. So what to use, so what product they need, why do they need it, when do they need it, and how much do they need. So that's 4 key in here. If you share with them that, they will easily to follow your instruction, and they use that on their hair. When they got the good color you give for them, the best condition, the hair it looks nice and healthy for them in the long term. Do you know what will happen after that? Oh my God, they will recommend so much client. They recommend client to my business without me to convince anyone. So the client that saw their hair look beautiful, smooth, healthy, and the beautiful ashy color. My client walk on the street, right? Cross the traffic light. The lady hold her hair and pull it back. Hey, where did you get your hair done? Where do you get it? Can I know the address? And that lady, that client come and tell me that how she found me. She found me on the street and asked me for that. Another few clients that found me that she go to the restaurant to have dinner, and she saw my client sit next table have dinner, and she look at the color she likes. She go and ask, where did you get hair done? Can I have it? And they share my social media. By the way, so that's what I say with you. If you actually give the client, do give the good hair color for them, and use the good products, but also share with them what to use, how to use. With that mean, the client will use those products, keep the hair nice, healthy. Then the change is they would recommend new client to you, but also another people look at their hair, look beautiful, healthy. They just come and ask, like how my client that share with me. All right, so that's what I share with you all today. And again, if you want to learn more about this and bring your business to the next level so you can have more time with your kids, more holiday, more enjoy your life, the hairdressing of us is just amazing. But at some point, we did not learn much about at the school, about marketing, about the skill, like what kind of skill in hairdressing to make the most money or impact pupil life. We don't know about that. I actually learned about that. So that's why I really want to help you all get the right skill. The right skill in here, you spend 2, 3, 4 hours to help to do on your client hair. When they come back home, they feel amazing with themselves. They feel more confident. They feel more happier. They feel more they look more professional. And what happened next? They just feel amazing with themselves. And that is the big impact. And so many my clients that share with me how hair impact their life. How hair impact their life. After they got hair done, they feel more happier. It brings their change different career, buys the house, have new partner. It is amazing. Have a really good relationship. And that is the skill that I want to share with you all. If you really want to learn more and deep, I have the 4-day challenge coming up. Click to my bio or the link somewhere in there, and then you can join in and learn. All right? I will share deep what you need to do, and each day I will share with you in 4-day challenge that you will do that. Each day I share with you of strategy, and then I will tell you the homework. What do you actually need to do to implement that to change your business and bring your business to the next level? And I hope that helped. If you think this is helpful, give me a thumb up so everyone they will have notification so they can join in and watch, and that help them with as well. But also if you hear what I say and you really think that's good, you can share to your friend and people that they actually need it to help them. My goal is that to help you all to know what you need to do and make your life and your business a change in next year 2024. Start from now. Next year you will see everything change and different. All right, so bye for now. So I think it's quite a long now, so thank you for a couple of people join me and here. I'm very bad to pronounce people's name. I apologize for that. In my page, a lot of people here, and in the group have some as well. So thank you so much. And if you have any question or any trouble, if you cannot get into the challenge, just let me know so I will help you. All right, just DM me or just comment below. I will help. All right, have a good day, good night. If you are in different location, just have a good day, have a good night. Bye for now.